Here's Aimori, first climber out. Currently ranked 8th. What can she do on the lead wall?
Let's see how she gets through this first section then, Charlie. Really confusing, really hard to know what to hold and what's not.
Mike just putting it out there. Aimori's ranking in the qualification lead first. She was the only climber to top the lead route in the qualification 2 days ago. Here she is in the final and already being made to think by the route setters. When you're standing underneath the lead wall, it's quite hard to tell just how bad those blocked holes are. It kind of looks okay to climb this section of the route, but you can see with one of the smallest climber, in fact, in today's final, even with relatively small hands, it's quite hard to fit them in because the route setters have done such a good job of blocking so many holes.
Yeah, one thing you've just spotted there down and left as well, that quick draw that's swinging next to her foot, actually got a yellow hole over the top of the bolt. And if you watched yesterday's streams at all, you would know that there was some big controversy about climbers standing on bolts by accident. So yeah, it looks like the route setters made a little bit of a judgment there and decided that they don't want any of that tonight. One thing I would say about this lower section being massively confusing is the foot placements need to be quite good, and also it's quite slow to get through. Just bumping up. There's a slight tick mark on the left-hand side there now where she's got a little screw on around the corner, and she looks like she's trying to establish a bit of a knee bar, but she's really stretched in this position. It's going to be hard not to release. Take a big swing on the right hand. There is the big swing, and oh my lord, somehow she manages to hold the swing. Mori is the absolute fighter of this group of 8.
Yeah, in the qualification lead the other day, we were sure she'd blown it. She made a big route reading error and had to correct it. And then it just looked like she plugged in the battery and charged up in the second half of the route and was going really well in the top half. But now she's got a real fight in her hands as she crosses underneath that left hand, clips the quick draw. She has to clip every quick draw in sequence. She can't skip one out.
Yeah, potentially one of the favourites to top the route here after that huge effort lower down. That's exactly what we saw from her in the qualification as well. Huge fight lower down the route and somehow just keeps on going.
Mori with 3:45 left on the clock. Time could be important. We will try to keep an eye on the time as well as on the scores.
Yeah, she's only around hold 19 at the moment. She's got a long way to go. 42 moves is the top.
Yeah, at this cadence, she can top the route in 6 minutes, but she's got to keep up about this speed. And Mori having to really bet the farm on a couple of moves here.
Interesting little selection of crossover volumes here, one blocking the other, allowing for a little crimp on the left hand.
Yeah, she is having to bet everything on some of these moves. There's no space for conservatism.
Certainly not on this next move either. This is the potentially big jump out right. First look at it.
Always a slightly nerve-wracking moment for us, the route setters. Everyone looking on. Have the route setters got the level of this big committing jump right? Will we lose Mori early on? She's going to have to cut the feet loose, you'd imagine.
Barely a jump at all there, Charlie.
Basically chooses not to cut the feet loose.
Yeah, route setter suggesting that's a bit of a one-handed swing out right, but doesn't need it whatsoever. What will other climbers do in there?
Mori really scrapping away here, completely ignored the jump, managed to do it completely statically, much to the ire of the route setters, you would imagine. And now only 2 more quick draws to clip until the final one. She's pulling onto the head wall. She's at least getting a change of angle, but she's also getting a change of style. It becomes very confusing, very technical up here. Really need to be precise, need to make sure that all your decisions are correct. Can't really get reverse if you get it wrong at this stage. Big dual texture, round volume coming up there that Mori goes up to with the left hand. She's found the high friction part of that huge hold. Got the third to last quick draw clip. There's only 2 more, and the second one is the top. Goes down and left before going up into those 3 white volumes that are stacked one on top of the other that we mentioned earlier. Mori crossing through with her right hand. Had work to do after the speed climbing and the bouldering, but she is getting that work done here on the lead wall. Manages to read the hand swap correctly, but how will she get out right? Got to avoid the low friction part of that big red hold. Jabs the right foot out again, taking risks, but they're paying off so far. I think she might actually be just about standing on the rope. Needs to free that up. Levers herself out right again. heading towards those triangular holds. Are we about to see Aimori top yet another lead route? She is a monster on the lead wall. Manages to chalk up. You can see where she's got to go. The two top red holds beckoning. As she goes through the left hand to that yellow triangle, will swing the right foot out right. I think Aimori is going to chalk up and she's going to have a go at this final move. We said she had to bet the farm on a few of the moves lower down. She really will do for this one here. Lines it up now and goes and finds the top. Aimori, first climber out, tops the route, gets the quick draw clipped, and the result is in the bag. Finished it with 39 seconds to go. If anyone else tops the route, if they want to finish ahead of Aimori, they are going to have to do it quicker than that. She is a beast on the lead wall.
My, oh my, oh my, what a performance on the lead route from Aimori. She was staggering on the bouldering, the results didn't quite go away. But on the route, when she gets in her own territory, even with that big mistake lower down, that was absolutely phenomenal. She doesn't seem to even get tired. This is the big release lower down. Somehow managed to stay on the wall. And from that point to recover, to fight all the way to the top, including the little double tap to finish right on the finishing hold. Absolutely extraordinary. She just does not seem to get tired. What an absolutely epic hair-raising moment right here in Hachioji for the first climber out of 8.
She got it timing absolutely perfect as well. I was slightly worried that she might slow down a bit too much on the upper section where it gets really technical, but she finished the route with 39 seconds to go. Don't hold me to that, it's not an official timing, by the way, if it did end up being close. But my watch and what we saw on the screen, 39 seconds left.
Just easily into the double catch at the top.
Well, Aimori did it in the qualifiers. Now she does it in the final. Here's Tabarito